In this video, we will be looking back at a phone from 2011, the Motorola Atrix 4G, the phone best known for being the world's first smartphone with 1GB of RAM, one of the first smartphones with a fully functional, accurate fingerprint scanner, as well as being the most powerful smartphone in the world for a short period of time. The Atrix is considered by some to be an iconic smartphone that played a big role in the development of smartphone technology, mainly in terms of processing power and features, which the Atrix was well known for. I would have made a video on using this phone for a week, but due to reasons as you will see in a bit, I was unable to. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. And now, let's jump right into this video. Firstly, let's have a quick go around of the Atrix itself. Up front, we have a 4-inch display. The touch buttons and microphone are situated at the bottom. The front camera, ear speaker, and Motorola logo are up top. The bottom of the phone is blank. On the left side of the phone, we have a micro USB port as well as a micro HDMI port. Up top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a fingerprint scanner, which also dubs as a power button. On the right side of the phone, we have the volume rockers. And at the back of the phone, we have the backplate with a carbon fiber pattern, the camera, the flash, the speaker, as well as the Motorola Blur logo. One of the Atrix's most notable selling points was its assortment of dock accessories, such as the laptop dock, the HD multimedia dock with remote, the navigation dock, and the power dock, which was the standard dock. As for pricing, the Atrix alone sold for $200 on the AT&T network and could be purchased bundled with the laptop dock for $500. The phone I have here is a used one off eBay that I bought for $10. It was listed as broken, but turns out all it needed was a quick hard reset. As I mentioned before, performance was one of the most notable selling points of the Motorola Atrix. It featured an NVIDIA Tegra 2 dual-core 1GHz processor, which was the same processor that was on the LG Optimus 2X, which released around the same time as the Motorola Atrix and was the world's first dual-core smartphone. The Atrix also featured 1GB of RAM, 16GB of internal memory, and up to 32GB of upgradable memory via microSD card slot. As for display, the Atrix featured a 4-inch LCD capacitive touchscreen with a resolution of 540 by 960 pixels, an aspect ratio of 16 by 9, and a pixel density of 275 pixels per inch. It also featured Gorilla Glass. The Motorola Atrix was shipped with Android 2.3 Gingerbread and was upgradable to Android 2.3.6 Gingerbread. In February 2012, Motorola announced that the phone will be upgradable to Ice Cream Sandwich come end of that year. But when it came to September, Motorola announced that they would not be upgrading the Motorola Atrix to Ice Cream Sandwich, which prompted some customer outrage. This outrage was further intensified when the two closest competitors to the Motorola Atrix, being the LG Optimus 2X and the Samsung Galaxy S2, got updates for many years to come, where the Galaxy S2 got a final update of Android Jelly Bean and the Optimus 2X got a final update of Android Ice Cream Sandwich. As I mentioned before, I was unable to use this phone as my daily driver just to see what it'd be like to use a phone from 2011 in 2019. This was due to the fact that the Google Play Store would not open no matter what I tried. This is an isolated incident, as other phones that I own that run Gingerbread have no issues with their App Store. The rear-mounted fingerprint scanner on the Motorola Atrix is a swipe fingerprint scanner, where swiping your finger on the sensor unlocks the phone. This is old technology when compared to more modern fingerprint sensors, where a simple tap is just enough to unlock the phone. Unfortunately, I cannot give you a demonstration on this fingerprint scanner, as this particular phone's fingerprint scanner seems to be broken. The Motorola Atrix featured a 5MP autofocus camera with dual LED flash and video recording up to 720p at 30 frames per second. There was an update that allowed it to do 1080p at 30 frames per second, but this was unofficial. The front camera is a simple VGA camera. And here are some samples from the rear camera during the daytime. And here are some video samples from the rear camera during the daytime. The nighttime capabilities of this camera aren't that good, so here's just a simple single image that I took with the rear camera. And here's the front-facing camera with a few examples. The Atrix featured a removable lithium polymer 1930 mAh battery that, doing tests on in 2019 for battery life, will be pointless as this battery is no longer at its peak performance at this age. The Motorola Atrix is a prime example of a phone that was a turning point in the mobile industry, prompting other manufacturers to compete with equal or better features and specs. Phones such as these are iconic pieces of mobile history and will be remembered in the future. Though not as popular as some others, I personally believe that the Atrix is up there on the top list of iconic phones, along with phones like the original iPhone, the Motorola Razr V3, and the Nokia 3310. So finally, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, as well as hit that bell notification button so that you're notified of any of my upcoming videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.